Welcome to the Crunch dressing room at the War Memorial. Dan Duva alongside Philippe Paradis as Syracuse gets ready for the Calder Cup Final against the Grand Rapids Griffins. Phil, how about Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final against the Penguins? You had one goal this season for Rockford, none in a Crunch uniform, and then a hat trick. What happened?
It's just keep playing my game, my simple game, and then Barb's had a good shot, and then I saw the rebound on the first goal, and I just wrapped it around, and I scored. I was more happy for that goal than the hat trick, because that was my first one with a crunch, and then at that point the game was still like 2-0 for us, so like to make it 3-0, so I was pretty happy for that. And after that, I just keep playing, and I got like a good opportunity when a demon followed the blue line, so I just saw that 2-on-1 kinda, and then someone was on the, I think it was Paquette, so someone was on him, so I gotta shoot it, and then I scored. So it's, I don't know, just natural. I keep playing my game, and then I had two good chances, and I scored both of them, so I was just pretty happy with that.
And fans have really been a fan of yours since you've come to the Crunch. I like to say you play like a wrecking ball. You're out there, and it seems like you get guys in your sights. But clearly, as we saw there in Game 5, there's a lot more to your game than just the physical side of things. How would you describe your game and what you bring to the Crunch?
Well, for sure, like when they trained me, I had that talk with Zets, and then he told me that like they need more physically to the game and stuff like that. So I knew I could bring that to the game, and then which is like a big aspect of my game. That's why I did get drafted. And then I still can play with the puck. Like I scored some goals in junior. I had some points in junior. Played in PP. I know it's different, but I always knew that not I can do a hat trick, but bring some offenses to a team, which is like in Rockford it was not the same game plan than here. Here it's more hacked on the offensive. Rockford most defense. That I was hard to get a spot on the lineup there, so I didn't want to scoot it up. So I just played simple, and then I just tried to give it to someone to the D's and put my body in front of the net. That was pretty much what I was doing. But here, play with more confidence. If you messed up or do something bad, he's not screaming at your face or whatever. He just told you what to do better or whatever. So you play with more confidence, and I think that's what I ended up scoring those goals.
And clearly confidence after scoring the first, because you got the two more, and just the second hat trick in Crunch playoff history. Tyler Johnson had the other one earlier, but think about it, Syracuse Crunch in their history never had a hat trick in the playoffs, so you're in the record books there. But just in terms of your game, to get that goal, to get the 2, the 3, in addition to your physical play, going into the Calder Cup Finals, how would you describe the confidence level that you have personally and for the team?
Oh, it's still the same. And it's not because I scored 3 goals. I'm gonna try to dangle everyone or whatever. I have to play the same way, and that's the way I scored. It's not by trying some stuff and turning the puck over. Those are gonna be good. Big in the final. Those turnovers, you don't want to do them. So I'm just gonna keep playing my simple game and try to be as physical as I can, because I know I played them. I know they not scared, but they don't really like that, Wilkes-Barre did, or those teams. So it's gonna be a big part of that final, and I still gonna, I got more confidence on my shot for sure now. I scored 3 goals, I know I can score. It's good for the confidence, but you just have to play with the gauge. Not too high, not too low. So I'm ready for it. I'm thinking about that too. I'm telling myself don't be too high, don't think it's past, it's in the past now. It's 4 to 7 new games that we're gonna play, so it's all I'm trying to tell myself you don't say have no point, you don't have so it's a new start. It's we didn't play them, so it's like I said, it's a new start. And personally, if I look at those stats, the one that I like the more, it's the plus and minus. I hate being the minus, so that's the thing I like. If I'm gonna look at something, that's my first thing about.
There you go. And clearly the Calder Cup Final, it's a first step for this organization, for Grand Rapids. And Syracuse hasn't played the Griffins all season, but with Rockford in the Western Conference, you're out there to get a sense of what the Grand Rapids Griffins are all about?
Yeah, but last year we played a little bit more last year than this year still. And then this year, obviously, we had that big bench brawl against them. So I gotta say, I kind of hate them, you know, just because of that. But I was, you know, like it's just like a part of it. Like, you know, like when I was in Rockford, you know, like we playing Grand Rapids, we were hating them because of that. And then there was always like a big like good games against them. So
are there players in particular that you kept an eye on, talented players, whether offensive or defensive, that you can help your teammates now and kind of game plan for?
Well, there's always one guy like I look for the Grand Rapids. He's a good friend of mine, Philippe Paradis. So like when I look for them, it's always for that guy, like how he do, like how he played. So that's pretty much the only, like, I remember like all the other guys, but I don't know what they did in the playoff. I was not looking for them. I was just looking like how my, like he played there for 5 years and always have like rough season, like hard time doing the playoffs. So I was happy for him, you know, like he can make it to the final. But I think that was the only guy who I was looking for. Yeah.
And he has 11 points in the playoffs right now, so he's doing well. And the Griffins, as we mentioned, beating Oklahoma City in 7 games to get here to the Calder Cup final. So the Crunch, having won in 5 games, you guys well rested, ready for home games here. The crowd is going to be huge. You've got the home ice in the series. So taking advantage of those factors, home ice, the rest, does that help the Crunch get off to a fast start in the series?
Oh, for sure. Like the 5 or 6 days off, 5 days. Well, the 5 days off that we had, for sure, that's big. You know, like little tiredness from here, from there. You know, from those games. You know, there was not even if we won it in 5 games, it was, you know, that was a big series. That was hard for us, like on the body, and you know, like that was not like, except for the last game, that was tied all the way to the end. You know, so there was nothing easy, even for your mind. It's always good like to rest up like 4 or 5 days, feel better after, and then just like you said, the home advantage. Especially those 2 games are huge because like, you know, if we go 1-1 there, like we have to play 3 games in a row in Grand Rapids, which is big. So we need 2 good starts at home. Like those gonna be huge for us.
You having fun?
Oh, love that. Like I said, after that game, and after the last game against Wilkes-Barre, it's my best part about hockey right now, like, you know, except for the draft. Like just like since I got here, I'm like, you know, I'm having fun every day showing up at the rink. Like, all the guys are so great. And so, you know, just coming to the ring, it's fun right away. And then now in the final, and you know, like we posted about ourselves. We know we could do like great things. So you just, every time you come here, it's always like a good time. So
4 more wins to go. Syracuse against Grand Rapids in the Calder Cup Finals. Phil Paradis, thanks very much and good luck.
You're welcome. Thank you.
With Phil Paradis, I'm Dan Duva.